Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Queen's Wish 2, The Tormenta! Last episode, we made a stop over in the Tower of the Erudico so that we could learn about crafting. Seems in order to do crafting, we need to gather up all of these various, not those items, all of these particular items, and a bunch of money in order to craft various abilities, potion potentials, items, and so forth. Well, there are things I want. It seems we should probably wait on that. That said, with all that done, and we got a few quests as well, it's time for us to make our way into the Crownist Woods. A quick trip over here so that we can get around. And now we'll head up. Yes, I know about that. I don't care about it. We are going to head up this way and over to the west. Let's see what we can find in the Cronus Woods. Also, there appear to be some hostile creatures here, which we can deal with. You know, wait for them to come closer. Perfect. Yeah, one poison. Okay. You stay back. You stay back here. That one died to the poison. Perfect. Okay, that one died. A little wounding to that serpent is fine. You head here and whirlwind attack. Very nice. There goes that one. Now we just need to deal with these two, which is easy. And dealt with. Okay, that wasn't too bad at all. Pilgrimage Road is well guarded, so you are surprised to find the ruins of a caravan here. Rain has washed tracks away, but someone attacked it. The wagons have been smashed and refuge has been strewn everywhere. Search it. The wagon contains nothing of value. If any merchants were killed, their remains were dragged away. The only thing you find of note is a moon symbol painted on the side of the wagon. Probably a clan marking. The owners of the wagon might be interested. As you leave, you find that your escape route has been blocked. The creatures who destroyed the caravan have come hoping for fresh prey. Okay, we can deal with them. Scorpions. Yeah, we can deal with scorpions. Okay. Okay, scorpions cause bleeding. Not keen on that. A little poison on them would help, I think. And they poison as well. Wonderful. Okay, that one's dealt with. Don't like that. Oh, Patricia's had a lot of damage. Why are you going after Patricia? And Patricia died. Bloody hell. Okay. So, quick trip back to the fort. Thank you. Now let's quickly report in at Lascara. I believe he was in the trading hall. I found your two caravans. Crafter Lure is shocked and beside himself with gratitude.
This is a kind deed, Prince. Haven has done little in our land for so long. I never expected that an outsider would actually bother to help us. I will make sure word spreads of what you have done. Of course you will be rewarded. I will have raw supplies directed to your forts so that you can rebuild. I will also have one of our storage bays unlocked. Feel free to take whatever you find.
Sure. 1 more iron and 100 gold. Nice. And what do we have in the storage bay, eh? 2 bolts of silk and a scroll of might. Okay. Not bad at all. Alright. Now, once again, Let's make our way up there. Oh, did I never actually uncover that bit of excuse me, territory? Interesting. I just realized I may have forgotten to save at the end of the last episode. Alright, we'll head over here and then we'll save. Just give me a moment. Alright, in we go. The grass along this pathway is rich and lush, and tall leafy trees become more common. The air is warm and fresh, and yet you can't enjoy the beauty. The deeper into these woods you get, the more you feel you're being watched. You're entering the Crownist Woods, one of the 4 provinces of the Rokaj, home of iron mines, stern druids, and unpredictable magic infusing the land. The Cronus Woods. The narrow valley opens up into a vast, dense forest. The trees are old and bright, and a bright, vivid green. They tower above you, pressing in on you. The forest feels alive and awake in a way you haven't experienced since Sacramentum. Every step you take, you feel you are being watched. There's an energy here, constant, faint, and hostile. Most travelers would be bothered by it. It's nothing you haven't experienced before. It certainly doesn't affect you. This is the Cronus Woods, one of the 4 provinces of the Rokaj. There's a guard post not far to the west, doubtless here to watch for raiders from other parts of the row. There's a large band of fierce Cronus warriors guarding the entrance to their province. Some wait in the watchtowers, others guard the road. All of them watch alertly for raiders from the Low Daga, their most frequent attacker. They move to block your path, weapons in hand, until they realize who you are. Then they sheathe their weapons and are far more polite. Welcome, Envoy Haven. We knew you were coming. Are you allowed to be here? Have you received permission to travel the pilgrimage road? I have received permission from Rasa Elha. The warriors nod. Then we welcome you to the Cranius Woods. It is an honor to host Havenites. Did you detect a slight hint of derision? Before you go, you may rest by our fire. Tell me about the Cronus Woods. Our forest is our home and our protector. We don't burn any wood that is not given, and we earn our living digging under the earth where the trees are not bothered. Help me find my way around. Haven's Fort, Fort Grove 2, is not far from here. Sillin, the largest city nearby, is across the river to the west. You may enter the north half of the Crownist Woods through the Ruska Pass to the northwest. Our Rasa is in Sillin. You will be welcome there. Fort Grove 2, another number. Any recent events I should know about? Only your arrival. We know that the Low Daga sent raiders after you. It is their way. They raid everybody. Things have been quiet here. Haven has looked after us well. Something about his tone of voice sets her nerves on edge. This forest seems strange to me. Yes, it is alive like we are alive. The sacred groves are its mind and its heart. You may visit them. Haven may go anywhere. Goodbye. The guards give you a polite, if distant, farewell. Fort Grove 2 west, Sillin west. Okay. We're not going to explore around here yet. Not until we get, quests and the like. You meet a band of Havenite soldiers camped outside the fortress. They knew you were here, of course, but the reality of having actual royalty in front of them comes as quite a shock. You note the poor quality of their equipment and the raggedness of their formations. They prepared for your arrival as best they could, but they're a disappointing crew. They tell you that the chief of Fort Grove 2 is waiting for you in the main hall inside the fort. You are close to a fortress on the east side of the river. Unlike the cities of the Rokaj, it has walls. Heavy wood battlements ready to repel whatever stray groups of raiders come to bother you. This is a fort of Haven. It's in poor repair, and the camps outside are notably short on soldiers. It is waiting to be reclaimed and restored. Hopefully the soldiers inside are ready for you. One can certainly hope. And it looks like that's the city we'll need to go to over across the way. Noted. Alright, let's head inside. Entering your neglected forts gives you command of them. You will get more resources which you can use to build shops. This is how you get stronger characters and the best equipment. For example, building smithies enables you to get far better weapons and armor. Indeed. You enter Fort Grove 2, Haven's southern fort in the Crownist Woods. You are now standing on Havenite soil. Haven officially owns all lands its forts rest on. The walls are intact and guards watch the entrances. People of the Cronus wander about, here to trade, petition Haven for aid, and so on. So outsiders are seeing Fort Grove 2 in its current state, which is embarrassing. Most of the buildings have been abandoned. The walls are neglected. Most of the fort is dusty and hollow. It's almost like all the facilities were stripped out and sold. It'll take a lot of work to make this place a suitable refuge. This fort is now under your control. You have access to its resources, and you can rebuild its buildings and shops. Also, you can now recruit Crownist Woods warriors in the Edit Party window. 25 wood, 5 stone, 15 iron. Cronus warriors. If I make one of them, has special nature and healing abilities. Give me a moment. I'm just making a temp so I can see. You go away. You add to party. So you have Ensnaring Vines. Vines reach out of the ground, grabbing your foes. Does physical damage to, and ensnares all nearby. Life Drain. Your next single target attack will heal you 30% of the damage done. And the Row Protects. All heals and cures received by this character and all allies within 2 spaces are improved by 10% a point. Interesting. Okay, let me get rid of you for a moment. Patricia, you come back. Okay, so I should actually replace people for this, since Havenites don't actually get these special cultural abilities up here. I'll think about it, but I'm not going to get into it now. Let's move around and explore the fort. See what it looks like. Okay, that's just a guard tower. Not really anything special in here. At least I don't think so. Oh, we can go higher up. Big tower. Not that I'm going to build anything in here right now, though. Okay, back to looking around. Interesting that that area doesn't actually have a wood wall. Very strange, in my opinion. Right, we will work on rebuilding it, but that's going to happen later. After we actually speak with the person in charge here. And it's nice to actually see that this area is actually of a point where you can actually see the other side of the river. So I guess this is supposed to be a very small river. Maybe more like a stream than anything else. Alright, let's go speak with the one in charge here. This used to be an imposing meeting hall, here to impress and intimidate the local row. Now it's a jumbled warehouse. Everything is thoroughly disorganized, enough so that you have suspicions. In this chaos, it would be easy for a corrupt official to divert goods, sell them, and pocket the money. When your mission is done, officials are going to have to come out here and clean house. For now, you have far more important things to worry about. Indeed. Hermina. Excuse me, sorry. There is an old Havenite woman in this warehouse. She is moving among the piles of equipment and building supplies, making notes on a clipboard. She's in a cheery mood. Every time she checks something off, she lets out a little whistle. She turns to you and bows deeply as expected. She clearly expected you. Welcome, Prince. If you are looking for the chief of the fort, she is through there. She points at the door to the west. I am Hermina, but a humble quartermaster. What do you do here? Haven depends on organization, contracts, records, and most importantly, the proper delivery and distribution of food and equipment. A starving army is simply no good. I take stock of everything delivered to Fort Grove 2 and make sure it gets to where it should go. Such as the stuff in this hall? Yes, all of this lumber and tar and such has come to me. I will determine where it should all go and send it there. This fort seems short on supplies. She grows nervous. Yes, well, it has been difficult to get everything we need out here in the wilderness. Things come to our warehouse and then they disappear. Stolen. So the Rakaj steal our supplies? Yes. definitely. They sneak into the fort and steal. Now she is very nervous. You detect dishonesty. Plus, even the row can sneak a ton of lumber out of a Havenite fort, no matter how poorly staffed. Things disappear. It's a part of life in a hostile wilderness. Maybe I should investigate this situation thoroughly. But you are so busy. So much to do. So much diplomacy. Just to find out what happened to a few bags. Like this one. She reaches under some barrels and pulls out a large leather sack. When she shakes it, you can hear the coins jingle inside. I know that you have been denied proper supplies. As Prince, you can easily help yourself to this bag. I refuse this bribe and will have you punished for this. You are right. I should be punished. I will make sure to confess to Governor Yvette and to receive the fate I deserve. She hides the bag again. What is the situation in the Crownist Woods? I'm afraid I don't know. I never leave this fort, if at all possible. From what I hear, the trees started attacking people a few months ago. I want to purchase equipment. I am glad. This fort aches for its stores to be rebuilt. Then we'll have merchants attacks. How'd you get this job? She gives a wicked smile. I've been here for many years. Governor Yvette saw a unique quality in me. And what unique quality did Governor Yvette see? I'm her cousin! Actually, I'm one of quite a few cousins, so it's not a unique quality at all, I'm afraid. Ah. The mirror starts to sparkle when you pass by. Someone far away strongly wishes to speak with you. When you approach the mirror, it fills with fog, which then resolves into a vague outline of Sutter's face. It is still and silent for a minute. Then, at last, he speaks. He sounds distracted.
Prince, you are here there? I am told you have entered the Crownist Woods.
That is correct.
Yes, good. You are progressing.
There is a long, long pause. Sutter?
Ah, yes, indeed. I must consider.
You recognize this sort of stalling. It is what Sutter does when he is having notes brought to him and stalling for time, but he wants to sound smart and thoughtful.
Yes, Cronus Woods. A source of lumber, of course. Iron also. Some of it very high quality. And amber, quite valuable. And, that region is marked as having troublesome spirituality.
You're reading that off someone else's notes, aren't you? He sounds irritated.
Of course! You think I've memorized every obscure corner of every province of every vassal of our empire? Don't be foolish.
Tell me about the wood.
Oh, lumber. Always useful. Some of the Crownist lumber is from ancient trees. Lovely and valuable, but not truly exceptional. Of course, the woodcutters have to be very careful what they cut. If they take a sacred tree, their lives will be forfeit.
They produce quality iron.
Yes, it is not surprising if you think about it. Digging into the mountains gives them a way to earn livings without interfering with their trees.
Amber?
Ancient amber, pure and full of bits of free-floating magical debris. Can be used to make all sorts of useful things. This makes the region valuable to Haven and worthy of attention.
Troublesome spirituality.
Oh yes, all of our vassals have their own odd faiths. Many lands are infused with magic, like the Ariel of Sacramentum. In this case, the Crownist Woods host the standard wood spirits, and the locals worship them. Haven needs to respect the faiths of our vassals, otherwise we get rebellions. We just can't let this prevent them from paying what they owe.
I have advice. Paying us what they owe?
The Row, like all our vassals, have a treaty with us. The Empire protects them, and they owe us tribute in return. These contracts must be enforced, or our empire is useless.
Standard wood spirits?
Oh yes, walking trees, dryads, talking mushrooms. They're always different, but the pattern is the same. Wherever they are, they don't like us chopping down their trees and taking their amber, but they will tolerate a slow drain. It's a delicate balance.
What is your advice?
Don't eat any talking mushrooms. Joking. Sort of. My guess is the Crownist Woods is full of angry nature spirits and angry nature worshippers. They will need to be disciplined. Has to be done occasionally. Do that and check in to make sure the governor is under control. Should be quick work, and you might be able to turn a profit.
And if the governor is incompetent?
Well, half of governors are below average. As long as you can prevent a rebellion, it doesn't matter. Removing governors makes us look weak and overly submissive to our vassals. Oh, have to go. Enjoy your vacation. I hear the trees are very pretty.
His face fades away. Definitely will keep you in mind. Just want you to go away. Okay, fine. I guess you won't. Oh, now you go away. Nobody saw anything. Okay. So she's to the west here, eh? And there she is. Let me read this book first. The Cronus is a dense ancient forest in the valleys of the western row. The woods there are full of powerful, raw nature magic. Walking trees, sprites, and other spirits. Paths that change their course unpredictably. Choking fogs that can appear and fade in an instant. The woods folk of the Cronus are distinct from the other row in that they are dedicated to living with nature, not defeating it. Unlike the other lands of the Rokaj, the Cronus try to maintain balance in knowing, working, and their deep truth. None of these forces is allowed to have more weight than the other. The wood of the Cronus trees is durable, beautiful, and easily worked. There are plentiful deposits of ancient amber, prized in magical crafts. Thus, Haven has done its best to extract as much wealth from this place as possible without disrupting the delicate living magic that exists here. The centers of this nature magic were a handful of groves populated with intelligent trees. Some of these groves have died. A few remain, but they grow angry and restless. I would imagine so. And we have a place we can rest. Alright, Chief Teresa. The chief of Fort Grove 2 is sitting alone in this hall. She is very young for someone of this rank, but she is here without assistance or guards makes her vigil a lonely one. She rises to her feet and bows deeply. I welcome you, Prince Rupert. I am Chief Teresa. I have been eager for your arrival. We know that your presence can only improve things. Tell me the current situation. Ah, well, I know Governor Yvette wants the honor of doing the full report. She is in Sillin. She was pretty firm about it. Still, I must answer questions if asked. Are the Crownist Woods calm? They are tense, but calm. All have heard about the raids in the Gentle Coast. All know someone tried to kill you. All expect, bad things. I'd like to know more about their forest. It's enchanted. I've never served in one before. I've never served much of anywhere, to be honest. The forest is alive. Parts of it can think. It watches us. I can't do anything about it. I just keep our soldiers safe. Lately, though, things have been much worse. We see creatures moving in the woods. Travelers are disappearing. The mines are being lost to invaders. Plant invaders. How do you keep our troops safe? I tell them to stay on the roads, mainly. The trees keep to themselves as long as you have good stone under your feet. How are our soldiers doing? Ah, yes, well, our soldiers here are properly trained and equipped, yes. Governor Yvette makes sure they get everything they need and more, which is good because they are used so often. Really? Why? Governor Yvette has been a lot more aggressive about using the resources of the Crownist Woods for the good of Haven, and the local rows sometimes get... Well, the governor asked me not to talk about it. She'll give you her report. Oh boy, I can make guesses. As you speak, Chief Teresa constantly pulls maps and documents off of the shelves, rattling off trivia about the economics of the Crownist Woods. You frequently have to prod her to get to the point. She is young and very nervous. I've inspected this fort. I expected this. I've done all I can with the resources I have. I'd like to know how everything decayed this badly. It is difficult to say. There are so many factors. I'm under instructions to not speak about it. It is too complicated for me to fully describe. I can't say more. I am a prince. This is an order. She starts to gently shake. I can't really say. Resources I diverted, not by me. There are orders. I mean... I'm sorry, Prince. I am orders from a more powerful official. A more powerful official than me, the prince. The only ones who are more powerful that I can think of are my siblings and the queen. I was ordered to not... Governor Yvette told me to tell you as little as possible. She is my superior. It was an order. I don't want her to send me to explore the groves. Oh dear. This governor. I am worried. Why haven't you changed things? Because I am only a chief and there are people above me, and they want things done a certain way. They want certain things to be done with the resources. I'm all alone out here. I won't violate orders. I hate to admit it, but I'm somewhat inexperienced. The soldiers and merchants and officials outwit me no matter what I try to do. What do you want me to do? I would never break the chain of command. I can only tell you what I was ordered to tell you. Go to Sillin and get the full report from Governor Yvette. I'm sure you will be wise enough to know what to do then. I want to help restore this fort. I am glad. This could be a great fort if we had enough resources to properly rebuild. It has been a chaotic time, though. Monster activity has increased lately. These creatures, these rootlings, they lurk in the underbrush, waiting for us. This has hurt our production. Haven owns one mine in this region, the Walkwood Mines. And I suppose things are falling apart there, too. They are. It is a quality mine, a good source of ore, and it's under my control. Production there has stopped. Some sort of monster situation. I haven't been able to get good information. You see, the workers there are a problem. Why are the workers there a problem? They're criminals, thugs, and miscreants from Haven who are paying for their crimes with labor. As you can imagine, they are not hugely cooperative when danger is about. Where are these mines? Take the road to the north. The mines are in the mountains in that sort of direction. What exactly should I do there? According to the vague reports I've been getting, the trees have come to life. They are growing quickly, cutting off the road and keeping the workers out of the mines and barracks. Anyone who tries to cut down the trees is chased off by rootlings. Being able to reach a mine would be a very good start. On the way, you would be able to reach large reserves of ore we have already dug out. Alright then. Oh, we got the eastern side over here. I don't know if there's anything here. There is someone here. Matthias. And a couple rooms here. Bedroom and locked. Interesting. There's a merchant standing behind this long counter. It's not really a shop, though. It's more of a meeting room where Havenites can come to trade with the row. He's a middle-aged man with stylish clothes and impeccably trimmed hair. He gives you an elegant and courteous bow.
I am honored beyond words to meet you, Prince. I am Matthias, a trader of Haven. Like all of my trade, I have benefited greatly from the courage and wisdom of your family. If I'm not overstepping my bounds, I would like to give you a small gift, a humble token of our appreciation.
You have a gift for me.
Of course.
He removes a ceramic flask from his pouch.
My family contains several skilled alchemists. This potion might be valuable to you in your dangerous travels.
A small gift would be nice. I will accept your gift. You pocket the flask. Matthias smiles.
I am honored.
Any more gifts for me?
No, I am sorry to be so unprepared. Just ask around. I am sure many want to offer gifts to the prince.
So what are you doing here?
I am looking for opportunities for my family. Iron mining in the Rocage can be very profitable if one engages in the proper diplomacy. Governor Yvette gave me written permission to be here.
How did you get this permission?
Governor Yvette can be very reasonable and generous to those who provide the proper respect, who know the correct forms and procedures.
Tell me about Governor Yvette.
She is a clever and cunning governor. She knows how to lavishly reward those who pay the proper respect. She also knows how to punish the disloyal. I have nothing unkind to say about her whatsoever.
Matthias leans against the counter and chats with you. As he speaks, he idly stacks and shifts around the weights of the scale. His long, pale fingers have likely never seen a day of hard work. I require more resources to calm the Rocage.
Well, it is interesting that you ask. I have a lot of precious supplies locked away in this fort. I would give them in return for your aid. Near here are 2 sacred groves of the Crownist Woods. Sacred to them, a dangerous annoyance to us. They rest on land full of valuable iron. I would pay if you could help us extract it.
And how are these resources extracted?
The magic of the groves must be destroyed. It is not actually difficult. Under the governor's direction, several such groves have already been extracted. If you can neutralize the magic of these 2 groves, Haven will have more wealth. I will make sure that some of it goes to you. Not just iron, not just gold, but precious and rare quicksilver as well.
How does the Cronus Woods feel about us neutralizing their groves?
Oh, opinions vary. A few druids get angry, of course.
Most of the clans here are wise enough to see that it is a small price to pay for the wealth and security Haven brings. I'll not do this. Of course, new arrivals are often sentimental in such a way. If experiencing the peculiar ways of the Crownist makes you change your mind, I will be here. Aha. I am concerned about that request. Okay, so obviously these three buildings are going to be the mill, the whatever it's called. Yeah, let me see. The mill, the distillery, and the bakery up there. Oh, that's what we got. We got some good things here. Yes, I'm going to take a few more minutes to buy a few things. Why can't I... Oh, right, because I don't have enough of that. But I do want a smithy, a weaving room, and a carpenter, at the least. And I think we can go ahead and upgrade the fort. Seems like a good idea. Fort is upgraded. And this area here is going to be dedicated to knowledge. As I said, I'm going to divide it up. The Crownist Woods will be knowledge, the low Daga will be industry, and the high Litha will be the row. So we're going to dedicate to knowledge. 5% chance to retain used energy, and 5% bonus to all status effects and heals. Okay, so, as I said, we have 3 buildings to go down. Smithy, weaving room, carpenter. We can put them down here, I think. Smithy can go in this building. We'll make it a stall. Nice. And the weaving room and the carpenter can be stalls. Okay. Carpenter can go here. Weaving room can go here. And the smithy can go here. There we go. Nice. And this building here is going to be the, whatever it's called. It will eventually be the potion works. We need to buy 3 shop banners. Okay, so that is carpenter. Weaving room. And blacksmith. Oh yes, weaver. I want a bigger backpack. We've got that. Anything we can buy here. Weapon-wise. We've got the folded steel rapier. We could get a bronze broadblade, which would be pretty good. What about armor? Helmet. We got a bronze sallet, steel chain helm. Bronze sallet is an augmentation slot. And armor. You can get better chainmail. Honestly, though, I think what I want is a better weapon. So, yes. Get the bronze broadblade. I'm fine with that. Go ahead and equip it. Good. Carpenter. Let me see your bow. Can't get any better bows yet. Unfortunate. Shields. Can get a wood tower shield, which would be good. Would protect a bit more. But I feel like damage is the main thing we need to get out. Let me see your wands. No improvement to the wands. Unfortunate. And while there are stabs, I'm not doing them for you. And as for the weaver... robe... you can get fiery robes. That's actually good because of the added magical damage. Go for it. And gloves... I mean, there's silk gloves, there's leather gloves. Yeah, we're fine on gloves for now. Alright, so you are going to wear these. Blacksmith, I want to sell that. And I want to sell that. Do I want better armor? I feel like I should get better armor, especially on the prince. Seems like a wise idea. Go ahead, buy the iron chainmail. And you... Do you want the, let's see. You currently have leather armor. Go ahead, buy the studded leather. You're fine with the breastplate. And we'll sell these. There we go. And is there anything else I want to do? Well, I think I probably want to buy the barracks. Yes, this building will be the barracks. Wise thing to have. Looks like we're not really going to be doing much with the mill yet, not until we get more stone. I could buy a guard tower. Right. Okay. Oh, right. Store shop banner as well. Put down the barracks, please. There we go. And with that... Oh, right. And put down the sign for the barracks. There we go. And I think that will do for now. I'm going to have to end this episode here because it's gone on a bit long. Next episode, we'll head right next door to the town of Sillin. I am concerned about the governor here and what we have to do about her. But we'll deal with that in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Rupert, Elspeth, Terrence, and Patricia. This has been a Let's Play of Queen's Wish 2 with the Tormenta. And I shall see you all next time.